Damn, that's crazy for you to even attempt to do a Celine Dion.
Go. Well, what song is that? I mean, what movie is that? What movie is that?
I've never heard that song before.
And my heart will go on.
So I'll give
Titanic.
I'll give you songs that you cannot karaoke.
Oh, that's
Top
good.
5
that you cannot karaoke.
that are forbidden to karaoke.
Okay, give me.
All right, number one. Number one, Whitney Houston, Bodyguard. Right? Yeah, you can't do that one. Like the what's the like the breakdown?
What is it?
When she does like the Gallo knows it.
Well, how does the song? How is it? What's the song again?
Just
start it up for me and I'll finish it.
Start it up.
No, you started up.
Yeah, you started
Me
up.
started
Yeah,
up?
you started
No,
up.
you started up.
No, just start it up. I'll finish it.
You-
always love you.
Right. There's no way you can ever karaoke that song. Ever.
What about this right here? Late at night when
You can karaoke, Selena.
is sleeping. No, you can't. That's why he has to do. That's why he has to do baritone.
Okay, but that's fine.
But like I'm the back.
And I wish do that. And I wish on a star. Do it. Do it.
Somewhere you
Give me some
are.
time. Thinking.
Me too.
But that goes for any song for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like you can disimular por lo menos.
No.
Like even okay. So karaoke you do it when you're drunk, right? But like right now I'm listening to you and it doesn't sound good, even if I'm like drinking a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But
you're
it's-
graded on a scale.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's some certain songs that when you're up to do the karaoke,
When you're up to bat,
you don't do it. Mount Rushmore of karaoke, Whitney Houston. That's number
that
one.
you can't sing.
Finish your list.
My
Finish your
heart,
list.
my heart will go on.
Okay.
That's
So
got to be number 2, right?
My heart will go.
That's
Yeah,
go-
yeah.
Number 3, any Adele song.
Annie Adele.
You cannot do another. You imagine every time I hear that song.
I heard that you settled down.
Imagine you like those are iconic songs that you can't do.
Oh, because that part, because of little parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then last.
If I had some time somewhere like you.
Okay, dog. This is an awful listen to. I apologize
What
to
other-
those
what
who are
other-
who are consuming this on an audio level. And the last one is the Carrie Underwood song. You know what I'm talking about? Where like
Took my
that
keys
one.
into the sun.
That one.
haven't
That
heard
one.
You know that one.
Come on.
It's
What
the like,
about,
most famous Carrie Underwood song.
What about this? Might be the inverse of what we're talking about, but I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
Tennessee whiskey.
Okay, give me 4. No, you can.
No,
you can
that's
karaoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's
Everyone
the
does
inverse.
that.
Maybe that's
Okay,
the
that's
inverse.
okay. So give me top 4 karaoke songs.
Okay, Tennessee whiskey. Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah.
So, she said we gotta hold on.
Oh yeah.
to
Yeah.
what we because you can get the crowd involved.
What about Sweet Caroline? Obviously.
Sweet. Oh yeah.
Come on,
Hands,
Sweet Caroline.
You got to throw
And
that shit.
then
hands.
there's-
and then
there's
the last
one out
one.
there.
There's Midland drinking problem.
Nah.
Come on.
Wonderwall.
The main no. Well, yeah.
Wonderwall's got to
Well,
be
yeah.
top 4.
But like the main one.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, give
you
me
know
one.
the
Give me
main
one. Give me
one.
one. No, I don't know the main one.
Don't stop.
oh
believing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've done some embarrassing.
Have you?
What's your go-to?
Usually I do a little Juanga.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't, man.
All right.
Here's Call him out.
Okay.
Call him
so,
out. Call him out.
Karaoke, you have to know verbatim. You have to know.
Okay.
I don't want you to read the lyrics off the screen.
I don't-
When
Right.
you go up there,
Right.
the
Right.
lyrics are going to be there. You
You
wouldn't be able to do it.
I do it right now.
Okay. No, you won't. I don't want you to do
I
it. and I
don't.
don't believe you.
Okay. Do you want me to say?
No, I don't
Juanga?
want you to say.
No, no.
That's probably another one that you can't do. You can't do Juanga all day.
Tú eres
La tristeza y de mi alma
Me?
llora en
Usher.
silencio.
Nice and slow all
nice
day.
and slow.
All day. That is like my go-to because you know I get sensual with
yeah,
it. I
you
start
get
doing the.
Yeah,
Because
but
you're a dancer. The
so
thing about
sensual.
yeah, the thing
man,
about
come on.
here, like Gallo, he puts on a show.
Yes,
He doesn't.
I'm
just
an
sing.
entertainer.
Yeah, we're not. We're
Yeah.
just singers.
We're barely
Yeah.
singers.
Like I'm Beyonce. I'm more entertainer than I am singer.
Dangerously in love with.
Can you do me a favor for the crowd that has no idea? Shout out Strong 16. Can you just describe for a person who has no idea who Gallo is? Can you describe him on the dance floor in your wedding with the medallo hat?
Oh man,
I'll hang up and listen.
about it. We've talked.
I'll hang
about
up
it.
and listen.
I'll hang up and listen.
Do
Go
you?
ahead.
Okay, the only way I can explain it like with words. I can explain it with an example. Okay. Have you ever seen Free Willy?
Of course.
Do you remember
this going?
when he jumps over
Of course.
That's what he was
The
at
bay
my wedding.
when he jumps over the bay.
What does he say? Jump? What did
I
he jump?
felt like I was the kid. I forgot his name. I don't know if it was Charlie. I think it was Charlie. It might have been Charlie.
Damn, I
could
feel
be
like it might be
confusing it with
Charlie.
Mighty Ducks, Charlie Conway, but it could have also been still Charlie. I felt like I was Charlie, right? And he was the whale jumping over me ever so majestically.
It's a beautiful thing.
And I mean,
and like water was falling on you.
And I mean whale in not a derogatory term. In the most majestic, because a whale is majestic.
Absolutely.
And that's what Gallo was. He was a majestic whale at my wedding. If you ever seen Free Willy, that's what Gallo was. That's the only way that I can do it. Off the top of the head like that, only way I can describe it. And if you've seen Free Willy, if you felt Free Willy, hey, yo.
Jesse. Jesse is his name, by the way.
Jesse.
Not
Jesse.
Charlie.
Okay, Jesse.
You know, when I saw him out there, Gallo, as you guys know, Strong 16, he is a robust fellow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I'm thick.
Okay.
It's you know,
Okay, right. Okay.
He's thick.
So you would think that a thick,
Man.
short, stocky, majestic beast like him wouldn't be able to move. But when you see those hips, when you see that thing, and he's got a fire bubble butt. Hey,
Here's
yo,
what's-
pause. No pause.
Hey, yo,
No
no
pause.
No pause?
Yeah, no
Okay,
pause.
okay.
Call it
Yeah,
what it
alright,
is.
okay.
Let's call it a beat. Let's keep it a beat. Yeah, yeah.
What's underrated about the moves that he has, and we can talk about how thick he is, how good looking he is, how just you know he's like a tree trunk, right? It's what's low key and people don't realize. What makes him special and what sets him apart is his footwork.
That's it.
It's
Impeccable.
the footwork.
He's Mr. Fundamental.
Is Mr.
Wow,
he is
that's crazy,
The
crazy,
big
crazy.
fundamental.
He's Tim Duncan off the glass.
It's
every
crazy that
single
you pick
time.
up
He's
on
gonna
that.
win 5 rings.
Insane footwork.
He's gonna have Greg
Insane.
Pop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
He's gonna
yeah,
make his
yeah.
team better. He's
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah.
Ginobili on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
He's gonna have
And
Tony
he's
Parker.
modest about it as
Yeah,
well.
And he's super. And yeah, he's super quiet.
he's
he
super
doesn't want
chill.
to like. And he dresses accordingly.
He is Tim Duncan.
Yeah, he is Tim Duncan.
Literally, he is Tim
the
Duncan.
Tim Duncan of the dance floor.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, let me tell you though. He is not only is he a phenomenal dancer, but he's also you know when I found out he was a phenomenal dancer,
Yeah.
here's a crazy little story. 10th grade. I think I've told you this story.
You might
before.
have told this story
I
before.
used to hype him up, and he used to do this like several dances that we made up at the time. One of them was Feed the Chickens, and in the Feed the Chickens, if I can get a visual on this on the hips right here, zoom in on the hips.
Zoom in on the hips, can you?
Zoom in,
zoom,
on the
hips.
He used to do this thing where he would be like, hold on, let me hold the mic and just
Hold
put
it,
my
hold it,
drink
hold it,
down
hold
real
it.
quick.
Go.
For all those watching on YouTube, he used to like
the tube.
the pouch, and then he'd have to like thrust his hips.
You reach
and
from the side,
he
side
run the
satchel.
the side satchel, and then you feed the chickens. And then from then I was like, ooh, my boy got the moves like Jagger. His hips don't lie.
Don't lie. They've never lied. Not
They've never
once
lied, not once.
Have they been caught in a lie?
Dímelo, mi gente.
Don't say that's it. It's over.
No, it's not over. Is
not
it over?
It's over. Yeah,
It's
it's
not
the
over.
end of an
Okay.
era.
As you guys have noticed, we haven't done the intros. What do you guys think about these? We're not doing intros. We're completely revolutionizing
Yes.
this podcast. It's now no longer going to be called the VVS Podcast. Sadly, that name has now died.
Yeah. Shout out to the VVS podcast.
Yeah.
It's what
Shout
got us
out.
going.
Shout out.
Shout
It's
out
how
VVS.
we reeled in the strong 16.
No, let's just be 100%.
1%.
100% transparent
100%.
about what we're doing.
Yeah.
We've had some powwows. We're doing some changes to the VVS podcast.
Yeah.
You know it's always going to be shout out Strong 16.
Let's go.
Boys, we're not going anywhere. For the 16 of you guys that listen to us, we're not going anywhere. However, we're doing some changes for it because this is 2025. We told you guys big changes were coming. It is now being implemented. We haven't thought of a name, so we're thinking maybe you guys choose it. Maybe someone drops it down in the comment below. If you're listening to it already here, we're doing a lot of big changes, right? No new name. Give us a name. Maybe we'll like it. Maybe we won't like it, right?
We got a couple, we discussed and
we're a couple of them are being tossed up on the table. Number 2, we're not doing introductions anymore, right?
Yes.
Not doing it. And we're not going to be following such a strict format like 5 topics, 1 hour. It's still going to be a 1 hour podcast, but we're no longer doing 5 topics and we're just kind of wing it. And you're going to hear some stories. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be bad. Most of them are going to be bad.
Yep.
But we're going to be doing it this way. We're probably going to have just one topic, right? We're just going to do one
Yeah.
topic, right? So do you want to get into the topic, Gallo?
I mean, That has to be just one topic, but we can talk about a lot of things.
We'll play. Let's see what happens.
Exactly.
Let's see what happens.
Exactly.
Take the lazy river. Wherever lazy river takes us.
That's such a good example.
Come on, man.
Christ Jesus.
There is some sayings out there that just fit just right.
Yeah.
And that happens to be one of them. You want to know another one?
Give me another
Aunque
one.
la mona se vista de seda.
No, what does that
Translate
mean?
that.
Yeah.
It's basically, you could put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
It's still a pig.
I love that saying.
I saw
love
a saying in Spanish today that said, "No tienes velas en este entierro."
Ooh. In other words, there.
Right. You don't have candles in this funeral or burial.
Not
Mind your
monkey.
business.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
Mind your
my
business.
monkey,
You don't
not
have
my
skin in the
circus.
game.
Yeah, you don't have skin in the game. That's a good
Ooh,
one.
give me another good one.
Mira el pájaro tirándole a la escopeta.
Oh, my God, that's a phenomenal
Ahora
one.
los pájaros le tiran a la escopeta. Look at that.
AKA, like basically, my mom used to tell me that
Yeah,
too. When I used
all
to
the
get,
time.
when I used to like try to give her a suggestion, and she'd be like, "Pfft, bro. Basically, it's saying like, look, now the birds are shooting at the guns.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
bro.
the direct translation.
Exactly, and it's so good, dog.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
a good
couple of other good ones, but aunque la
We
mona
got,
se
we got Tortino here. Tortino, our mom. What did
tortino.
anything that you remember?
I got another one that's a
another one.
classic
Give me
one. In Spanish, it says, "El diablo es más diablo por viejo que por diablo."
That's such a good one. That's a good
God,
one.
my mom used to tell me that shit
Yeah.
all the time, dog.
And I get it now.
It basically means like the devil is more devil because he's old, because he's lived
Than
through
because
shit,
he's a-
than because he's the devil.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about like when your mom's whooping your ass? And then she's like, esto me duele más a mí. Ain't no way.
ain't
Ain't no way. Ain't no
Mom.
way.
Ain't no
You're
way.
whooping my
'Cause this
ass.
Oh, you
hurts.
want to find out? Find
Esto
out.
me duele, dog.
Yeah,
And you
dog.
know what's the worst about that is that now when we're older, obviously, we're older. And I tell my mom, like, Ma, you used to hit me. And she looks at me like I'm crazy. Like, I just disrespected her.
You delusional
my
bitch.
Yeah, the other day, I was telling her, I was like, Ma, you used to hit me. Because I was talking to Olivia, my daughter, and I was like, you don't even know the things that I dealt with. Like, I got hit bare ass. And I really did hit bare ass with a belt. With a belt.
Bare ass is crazy.
Yeah, that's
No
nuts. 'Cause,
protection.
I laughed at her. You can't laugh at a laugh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
While she was like bitching at me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hit me bare ass. I remember that's a core memory, dog. That's a core memory. And I tell her about it.
That's crazy.
And she looks at me like if I just spit in her face, dog. She was legit mad. I think you were there that day, right?
Yeah.
She was like, why would you say that in front of Olivia, in front of your wife, in front of your brother and your sister? You know that's not the kind of person I am. That's not the kind of person you are now, Mom.
You lying sack of shit.
But back in 95, the only person that was scary, no, honestly, not even, dog. She was scarier than Hit 'Em Up Tupac.
Damn.
Like, yeah, she was scarier than
You
want to
know
like,
a crazy whoop ass story, dog? One time I was sleeping, dog. When I was like, damn, dog. Like I can't tell you. I've told this story to my girl a couple of times when she asked us like, how was your old man when he was like growing up? And I remember telling her, dog, like one specific story. And shout out to my old man who doesn't listen to the podcast, but I'm gonna expose him.
he was an early listener. I remember
but
he was an early
he was.
listener.
But then he fell off. He's not strong or 16
he's
anymore.
not strong.
That's all right.
16. He is strong.
When I was a kid, I'm a strong and firm believer in, you got to beat a kid every once in a while because we're as children pieces of little
your
garbage,
kid,
dog.
not a kid.
Yeah, a kid,
Right.
whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna randomly beat kids.
Hey, kid.
Hey,
kid, you.
No, but I was a really, really terrible kid, dog. Imagine so much so that my mom used to work really early at 5 o'clock in the morning, so he couldn't cook. She couldn't cook. So my whole life, my dad cooked for us. The only time I ever see my mom in the kitchen was probably like once on the weekend. So my dad would cook, and he loves to cook. He would cook in the morning. He would get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. He was already up, but when I would wake up, I would see him cooking, and he would wait and literally leave like little plates for us with our name on it, with like little cute messages as a dad, dog. Like, yo, I love you.
very
And he
nice.
would have like rice and beans and chicken and all this like really cool stuff. And every single day when we would get home, we had a home cooked meal by my dad. And so we just pop it in the oven, boom, and just, fuck it up. Papa, you know what I would do, dog? I would get home after my dad had to sacrifice his whole time. I'd get up, I'd come home, and I would grab his food, tilt the plate, scoop it out, and eat Fruit Loops, dog. I mean,
That's
dog,
wild.
ain't
man.
that some crazy shit?
That's
And you thought you were getting away
And
with
I
it.
thought I was getting away with it, dog.
Yeah.
And then my dad used to look at the trash and be like, "Damn, nigga, my food's in the trash. This is crazy." Once or twice he caught me, dog, and I was like, "Nah, dog, I'm not eating." He's like, "Bro, there's food in here. I cooked food for you. Why aren't you eating it, dog?" And I was like, "No, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it."
What do you mean I'm gonna eat it? It was in garbage already.
It's in the garbage already. The next day, I come home. What did I do? The food was there. I threw it out, and I would eat Fruit Loops, dog. My dad was like, "Oh, okay."
You
This was-
doubled
This was
down,
double down. I
cuz.
did it a couple of times, dog. And that's when I realized that like you're just a little piece of shit when you're younger. When it was Sunday, one Sunday morning, dog, my dad grabbed the cereal box and he put a little etch mark on where the cereal was. And he woke up that morning, dog, and he was like, I think he was like beating a steak. And he was like, you know, you had to like beat it like to make palomilla or whatever. And the of course there was the food in the bin and the Fruit Loops down, dog. And that boy turned around, dog, looked at me one time. He's like, "Dog, did you throw away the food I made you, dog?" And I was like, "No, I ate it, dog. I ate it."
One last chance.
That boy said, "Are you lying to me, dog?" And I was like, "No, I'm not lying to you, dog." He grabbed the hammer, the rubber hammer that
The
you
mallet,
beat.
the mallet, yeah, little mallet. Yeah, of
Turned
course.
around and whooped my ass
With the
dog,
mallet.
With the mallet. I mean, it wasn't like it was like he wasn't wailing on me. Let's keep it a bean here.
Yeah.
But he smacked the shit out of my ass, dog. Like a hard beating, dog.
Yeah.
I swear to you, core memory, dog.
You haven't eaten Fruit Loops since.
Every time I pass by the Fruit Loops, like, get out of here.
Traumatized.
What did I eat, dog?
Give me the cinnamon toast crunch.
But
That
guess what?
CTC.
I needed it. I needed the ass
need an
whooping,
ass
dog.
whooping.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm a strong believer. Bro, in Australia, they don't let you beat your kids. You cannot beat your kids. You go to jail. They teach the kids in school to say to their parents, if you're going to hit me, I'm going to call the police. They teach them
That's
that.
why, yeah, that's why Australia is Australia.
And guess what? The next day,
Yeah.
I ate my old man's food.
And if ever since,
Ever since,
to
Papo,
this day, you've been
Papo,
eating.
I appreciate
Yeah.
my dad's food like you wouldn't. And I needed that because there was nothing else that was going to make me realize what was it. Someone needed to be like, "Yo, Papa, appreciate this. I'm going to whoop your ass. It's going to hurt me more than it hurt you." It probably didn't.
And you know what though? Let's keep it a buck. It probably did.
Probably.
It probably did. As
Yeah.
a parent,
But you need, bro.
put
but you
some
need to
sad
whoop,
music.
Yeah, but you need to whoop your dads. You need to whoop your kids.
Your kids, yeah.
At least
Bring
once
back
in a while.
a handful of ass whippings.
That's
in
it.
2025.
That's it, brother. And I'm not saying to like overly beat your kids or like leave marks on them or anything like
No.
that. No. My dad didn't do that. Or my mom didn't do that. And my mom beat my ass all the time. But for a kid like me who was insanely energetic and rebellious, like I was a bad kid, bro. Like I would do the work. If my parents told me to do this, I would do that, dog. Like I was just horrific kid. And if nobody did that to me, dog, like I wouldn't appreciate and I love my parents now. I really do. I'm not around like, "Oh, you beat me," like out this trauma. Like, nah, bro. I love my mother, love my dad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But every once in a while, you need a good ass whooping.
I have a kid, and like nowadays, because it's 2025, I don't whoop her. I mean, also like she's a girl, but like even her mom doesn't do it either. And I don't think any parent, whether it's whether you have a boy and you're a father, I don't think that happens anymore. I mean, it's very clear that it doesn't happen anymore. I mean, Gen Z.
But but then again, your daughter's a really well behaved.
She's
girl.
well behaved, but I'm just saying in general,
Yeah.
general, kids, you know, like it should just be like back in the day. There was no problem back in the day. There's certain things that I look back at, like when you watch like an inappropriate commercial and you're like, damn, that's kind of beasting for 1993. And now you like, you ever seen a commercial like from 1993 that they're like very graphic and very like, and now you see it and you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of crazy. I still look back at it and I'm like, nah, you can still beat your kid. Like, I don't see that like as a wrong thing. Like, if somebody did it, yeah. And like my mom would whip my ass in public. It didn't matter. She would pull my ear. She would pull my patilla.
Yeah,
She would pull me on the
1,000%.
patilla.
Yeah,
That hurt so much.
That hurt.
You need pain. You need pain to be set right. And that's why we're the best generation.
You know, I was just ironically enough, bro, and you know, this goes back to our old segments of fuck Gen Z because Gen Z is soft and they're literally ruining our earth. But outside of that, I was just at the Coconut Grove Fire Festival, and I was talking to. The reason I went there is because I've always wanted to buy a piece from the guy who taught me pottery, aka Mr. Kid. And I know he always goes, always. And so I went over there to go. The Coconut Grove Art Festival is an art festival that happens in Miami. If you guys aren't familiar, anyway, there's a bunch of artists that come in. And I was like, I'm gonna go buy a piece from him because I'm buying a crib and I'm moving in. So I was like, yo, let me buy something from him. I haven't seen him since 2007, fool. It's damn near about to be 20 years since I haven't seen him. I've seen him in 18 years. Yeah. Bro, I walked into the booth and I was kicking with him, bro. It was like we saw each other yesterday. Not even awkward. But he was a teacher, and so was his wife, Mrs. Kidd. And she was a drama teacher, fool. And I started talking to her, and we had like an hour conversation with her, bro. I haven't spoken to her in so long. When we were having a conversation, I was like, yo, why'd you retire, dog? You know, you're young, bro. She's like, first off, I'm young. I wanted to enjoy the last 20, 30 years of my life, right? Which I was like, Gucci. But the main reason why she retired is because she began to see the times changing as she was being a teacher. Yeah. She was like, when we were in school back in 2004, 2005, I used to curse at you guys. Like, hardcore, like, yo, like, you're fucking up, like, you're like, you can't do this, like, you know, whatever. She would also like make a bunch of racy plays. So like the plays were setting her students up to go to college. You know, these were kids that were trying to get into theater, into like big time schools, and they needed to know about like real life. So like her plays that she would write her own plays were about like sexuality and like really like dark things, like a parent like beating their kids to like crazy, a parent abandoning their kids, and a bunch of these really tough plays. And she still did that. And it got so many complaints that she almost got fired. Like, so she would have lost her pension. She would have lost all that because the students became soft. Like, she couldn't scream at the kids. She couldn't curse at the kids. Like, this started to become such a big issue that she was like, bro, if I continued on the route that I was going, they were literally going to handcuff me out of there. Like, that's what her principal told her. Like, listen, if you don't stop or become softer in your teachings, you will literally be taken out of here in handcuffs with a news outlet outside. You cannot do this anymore. Yeah. And this was like in 2017, and she was just like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And she retired.
She was like Nick Saban.
Yeah. I am not going to Alabama.
No, she was like, well, NIL.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. What a soft that. Nick Saban said
it's
a soft bitch.
I mean, and it's a soft generation.
Yeah.
What's up with your cat? Is it still dead or is it still alive?
My life, she's kicking, dog. My wife does not like her at all.
I know. I had a conversation with your wife about that.
I hate her on Meredith.
Yeah. Is she really?
Yeah. And Meredith is not like her, dog.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
There's beef.
I have beef with Meredith. I don't think. Are you cool with Meredith?
Yeah.
Yeah. She loves Gallo. Loves Gallo. Yeah. Couldn't love him anymore.
Because you guys are like cat weirdos.
I guess so. Yeah.
I guess so.
Why?
I don't know.
It's for the same reason that, like, you know, people. Here's the thing about dogs, because they're soft.
They're soft. They're idiots.
They're idiots. Dumb. They're so dumb, and you don't have to earn their love.
With cats, though.
Okay.
Dogs are so much better, but I still wouldn't get a dog. I wouldn't get any pet. Like, they die. Yeah. And then you're sad for no reason. That's so part. You're adding sadness to your already sad life.
But you're teaching
what?
Your
teaching
daughter
who?
about life.
Teaching about life.
Come on, man.
Your daughter doesn't have a pet?
No, she has a fish.
No.
Yeah, no.
Is it like one of those battle fish?
Yeah, it actually is. It's a beta fish.
Beta
fish. Yeah, it's a beta fish.
When I was a kid,
who's about to die, by the way.
And there's gonna be
it's on its last leg.
Yeah, but you can't really.
No, bro, it's actually the second fish. She doesn't even realize.
Yeah, they last like 2 weeks. No,
the first fish within a week died.
Yeah, right.
I didn't tell her. Because she's 6 years old. At the time, she was like 6, 7 years old. Tomorrow, Dad, I listened to her. She's 8 years old. I hope she didn't listen to this. Who's Jenna Jameson?
Which, by the way, is my number 4 top 5.
Gallo's number 4.
Yeah,
like he's already texting. Like, hey, by the way, just a heads up.
Yeah. Heads up.
They're doing it again.
They're doing it again. They're doing the thing.
That's excellent.
I talked about it in our meeting last week, and we spoke it. We go over it, and here we are again.
Yeah. What'd you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Ooh. What I do for Valentine's Day? I went to dinner to this. It was like very standard stuff. We went to dinner, some Peruvian spot in Everton.
Can we while we talk about what we did for Valentine's Day, Stat Guy, can we get where the holiday Valentine even comes from? And when did we start celebrating here in the United States? Because I feel like it's 100%.
It's such a crock of shit. Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah, because every day I love my wife. Every day
Shut the
is a
fuck
gift
up, dog.
that I'm with her.
Shut the
So why
fuck
does
up.
it have to like reserve an exclusive
I'm so
day?
tired of your...
Every day I love her. Every day
I love her more.
Every day I love her more.
What'd you get
So
her?
like it's you know how I am. So when it's supposed to be lovey-dovey, I do the opposite. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be lovey-dovey.
Let's get in a fight.
Yeah, let's get in a fight.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna storm out of here.
Yeah, because it's Valentine's
I'm not gonna
Day.
come home until the 17th.
Keep it spicy.
I'm gonna go on a bender.
Keep it spicy.
Like, that's Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Surprise,
yeah,
fight.
because all 364 other days, it's love.
Right.
But on that day, I want to fight. No, you know what? Oh, like couples that have been together for a long time, I don't think that they do anything crazy anymore. I don't think Valentine's Day is what it used to be. Like Valentine's Day is for like high school, bro.
Yeah.
Like what'd you do for Valentine's Day, Tortino? Got his girl
Got
a
his
gift.
girl a gift.
Got his girl a gift. That's
girl.
it.
That's
Yeah,
sad.
cool. You got her some roses, a little teddy bear.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn, the roasted and teddy bear. That's like that's OG.
yeah,
OG.
that's
Standard.
OG. That's what you did, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes
Yeah.
Hello Kitty. You took her to the parking lot over there by the airport
Yeah.
because you can afford a little hotel.
That's
What's
right.
there? What's at the
The
parking lot?
94th Aero Squadron.
Oh, great restaurant. Great restaurant.
I've never been inside it, but I've been to that parking lot so many times.
For what?
Boy.
For what?
To watch the airplanes take
Oh,
off.
All right,
okay,
we're
okay,
taking
okay.
off. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going up, all right.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine.
Valentine's Day originated as a Christian feast day to honor one or two early saints named Valentine. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, thanks for that stat, guy.
That sucked.
That was
You wanted
terrible.
a fucking
Yeah,
stat.
no. I mean, you wanted the answer.
I
That's
mean,
your
yeah,
answer.
but
It
like
was
also-
anticlimactic.
What do you want me to do? Fucking make up a
yeah,
fucking story and
Older
shit?
couples don't do this anymore. Like older couples, I think, and what I mean by older couples that have been together for a long time, they'll probably get some pizza.
Yeah.
I don't think that their people are doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
So I went out to dinner and we sat next to this like random couple. Obviously, it was all couples around. And I was just looking everywhere and everybody just looked so miserable to be there, dog.
Yeah.
You know, they would rather be with their side chick, it looked like. Like, I can't wait for tomorrow.
February 15th, side chick day.
15th, side chick day.
Side chick day.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I had
the
the
meme
couple
of,
next to us, they didn't say a word to each other for like a half hour, and the guy was staring at Shelly for like the whole time.
Really?
It was like awkward and
So
weird.
what'd you do about it?
Nothing. What am I gonna do? You know, like it is what it is.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
they just weren't having it. Nobody in there was having a good time. There was a DJ and he was just miserable.
Really?
It's I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the generation. I don't know, but it was people our age and that. You don't do that anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Like girls are annoyed because now they gotta give you head. They've been avoiding it for like the last 3 weeks. Now they gotta put out. They're gonna ask to
Yeah.
put it in the bud. They don't want it. Like you know, it's just not a
Pobrecito.
good day overall.
Yeah.
So now your girl's annoyed. You're annoyed. Nobody wants to be a part of it. So let's just pretend it doesn't exist. I got my girl a set of Legos. I took her out to eat Peruvian food, just what she likes. We got into a fight on the way home. We went to sleep. We woke up the next day and then we moved
It's
on.
all love. It's all love.
And we literally
Bing,
moved,
bang, bow.
we literally moved on. Right now, she's probably building the Lego and she's gonna come home and how was the pod and that was it.
And that's it.
That's it. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna do this whole spectacle, this whole thing. No, I'm glad that she's also a part of it. I'm glad
maturity.
she's in on the fight. Like, yeah, let's fight. Because it's love day. Like, what is love day? Let's fight. Let's do something different. Let's be different.
Is that
I
different?
like that. Yeah, it is different, dog. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wasn't even home on my.
That's crazy.
Actually nuts.
Actually crazy.
That's actually nuts, but
that's actually
that's
crazy.
good.
Is it
But
nuts?
that's good. No, it's not nuts. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing. It's like whooping your kid.
Abandon
It's the
your
right-
girl.
It needs to get done. Leave her. You know.
Abandon your girl.
But how beautiful was today?
Oh, it was great. It's magical.
You guys went to the art festival.
Yeah.
You guys went to the pool. You got
Yeah.
a little tan. You guys
Yeah.
walked around, talked
That's
about
right.
life,
That's right.
and that was it.
And that was it, brother.
No heat. I
Because-
guarantee you, the people that weren't talking next to us, they probably broke up already. Honestly, Like,
And the worst part about that, man, is that like I bet she reposted him. You're the love of my life, and he reposted it.
this is my best friend. My best friend. My best friend.
Even though I hate you all the time, and you're
Yeah.
the biggest thorn on
No.
my side, I love. Bro, shut the.
No, you know
fuck-
what's the biggest buzz word or buzz phrase through our ups and downs?
Oh,
You know he cheated on her. Oh, Rip, you got played. If you're talking
saw
about
that same
ups
meme?
and downs, no, I didn't see it actually. But like, if you talk about ups and downs,
dog.
she got played, or she played you.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Through our
Ups and downs, dog.
Bro, when anyone posts
No
that,
matter
it's just,
what, through our ups and downs,
it's so
you're always gonna be my best friend
Oh,
and my
dude.
lover.
Dude.
I hate when people say lover. Happy Valentine's Day, lover.
This is the
Like,
worst.
that's so cringe.
It cringes every single time. I love you to the moon and back.
back.
Oh my dog!
We've been doing that since 8th grade, player.
brother.
Come
brother,
on, man. Move on.
I signed someone's yearbook, circa 2006. I love you to the moon and back. Oh, it's so
XO.
cringe, brother. The kiss pig. I can't stand any of it, dog. I don't put any of my personal life on Instagram. First off, number one, but number two, there's been tests out there. Gallo, a stat guy, can you cite the test that says couples that post themselves on social media are 25 or 27% less likely to be in love or last long? I'm almost positive they did like a research on like 500 couples or something like that, and they're 25%.
Oh, so they
likely
really
to be
did
in
their
love. Yeah. No,
500 couples. Let me tell you, they really dug deep.
they really left no stone unturned. But that's what they said. So if you post your girl or their guy posts you, I'm not saying you can't do it. Whatever. That's you. That's it's your prerogative. But the people that literally like post every single time, like, oh, dog, you gotta, and then you get mad if you don't repost or you don't post. You know what I mean? Like, legitimately get mad.
At him. Just at him.
All right. Shall we do it?
No.
It's Gallo.
Don't do it. No, it's not Gallo. It's Gallo. Where's Jerry? Where's Jerry been?
Where's Jerry?
It's not Jerry.
It's
either,
not
but-
Jerry.
But I wish
guys.
it was.
It's not Jerry's. None of us here.
No, but we also know who it is, dog.
It's not
We know-
Blake.
No, it's not the people it is.
No.
We know who it is.
What about?
Ooh, you're about to go deep.
He's about to go in. He's about to go in. He's about to go in.
Let's go.
What about the guys that fall in love with the cariñosas and they show up to their spot with like balloons and flowers? Did you see the meme about that?
What's a cariñosa?
Well, according
Cariñosa.
to
cariñosa?
Gallo was actually explaining to me
Oh, right.
what the
Go ahead. What was I explaining? Go ahead.
Right off camera before he said go.
right.
Go ahead.
There's a conversation that we had. He
Verbatim.
didn't say off the record,
Just
so
quote.
we can talk
Quote what
about
he
it.
said.
He basically said,
A cariñosa.
I don't remember what he said.
Yeah.
Cariñosa is basically the you kind of give her a little money and she hangs out.
To do what?
To do
Whatever
what?
you want.
What's that?
Like what?
You can go to the movies,
Oh. Dinner.
Okay. What
dinner,
Uh-huh.
crossword puzzles. Anybody that knows what a cariñosa is, go on your burner on your YouTube and put it down in the
Put
comments.
it in the comments.
And that's what Gallo said. I want people that are listening to this right now is to fill in the blank. Tell me what Gallo said about a cariñosa. Fill in the blank.
Gallo said X
Da.
about
Yeah,
cariñosas.
XYZ.
Cariñosas.
And then that was it.
But the first time,
Gallo's gonna stop producing for us.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
he
gotta
really
stop.
is.
Honestly, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Legit.
He's upset.
Legit.
shout out to Gallo and
Shout
his
out to-
5-list porn star that he gave us right before this
Yeah,
started.
and the cariñosas.
And the
Yeah, he just has all the
cariñosas.
news, and it's not because he's part of this stuff. He's just always aware of everything. He's
a
aware
stat
of
guy.
everything.
I'm the producer.
He's a
the,
producer.
You know,
He
I
needs
gotta
to
know
these
things.
It's
Yeah.
entertainment. It's like when you're an actor and you're married to somebody, but you have sex with the person on screen. It's just for entertainment. It's showbiz, baby.
What?
Yeah, it's showbiz.
That's a crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's showbiz.
Crazy,
You got to
crazy,
do it for
crazy.
the show. It's all for the show.
But I get it, though.
You know what I mean?
What do you get?
What if your girl was an actor and she had to like make out with this huge 6'7" dude, who's
Good
also-
looking.
like-
Here we go.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about your boy. Talk about your boy Montoya.
Montoya, dog.
I
Did you
didn't know-
see that about
No,
Montoya?
I didn't actually see anything. I saw the
What
thing-
did you catch up on it already?
Yeah,
Do
that
you know
her
about it?
girl was getting railed while he was like outside.
Yeah, dog. And it got me to thinking, would I go on a show like that with my wife? And I don't know, like I trust her. I trust her wholeheartedly, but I don't know. Those shows make you do crazy
That
things.
show
dog.
specifically, I feel like it's like
Well,
it's
how-
for
what's-
that reason.
What's
it's like,
the show set
So
up
the,
on?
essentially,
Temptation Island. Like,
Temptation
so,
Island.
like-
So they put you on two different islands.
Right.
You and your wife. Okay, so you're married, right? So you have your wife. You guys go to the show. There's two islands.
You guys
go
might
to
be
the guy's
having
side.
ups and downs.
Yeah, you guys are going.
You guys are
through
going
ups
through
and
ups and
downs.
downs.
Yeah. And then you love her forever. And she goes to one island, you go to the other. And each island is just basileo. It's good times. It's music. It's drinks. It's babies. It's cariñosas for free, essentially.
Oh, really?
And so it's temptation, right? Temptation Island. So there's temptation everywhere. So this Montoya guy, who's from Spain, he got a lap dance for some chick. And it was the worst return on investment on a lap dance of all time.
Did she see him getting a
She
lap dance?
saw him getting a
Right.
lap dance.
So the whole thing is like they're able to see what their
Yeah.
partner, spouse, whatever is doing
Oh my God.
when these things happen.
So she sees this and she turns around, and this is why women are the worst. They want to give us a bad rap, bro.
I was I was gonna get right back.
All my boy Montoya did was get a innocent little lap dance. It's a square dance. It's a bachata. It's a lap dance. It's a form of dance. There's
So
nothing
you're saying lap
sexual.
dances are cool?
I'm not saying lap dances are cool. I'm saying
You kind of said lap dances are cool.
it's
That
a
boy
form of-
backtracked real quick, dog.
It's a form of dance that I wouldn't engage in. Just I don't like that kind of dance personally.
Personally.
Yeah, I don't like that kind
I'm
of
more
dance.
of a-
Leave me alone. He got a lap dance. Okay, that's all he did. He went home and that was the end of it. Nothing more, nothing less. His girl sees it, so she turns around, dog, and she's like double or nothing, and she gets taken down like a gazelle.
Yeah, I heard Doug. Like he wasn't even
And
getting back shot. He was getting like front shots.
Yeah, front,
Yeah.
and
Just
like
drilling
quick,
her.
Like,
Yeah.
You're hearing the mac and cheese action going on.
And it was
dog.
like quick. It was like.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't think most of that's staged? Though?
Of course, it's
sure,
staged, but like
to a certain
yeah,
degree,
yeah, of course.
but also at the same time,
But
you
they
know,
were a couple, you know, and so he has to sit there. Imagine on this TV that you have, and we're sitting here, and all of a sudden we're like, "Oh,
it's like
by the
your,
way,
your
Gus,
group of boys, dog.
yeah, like, oh, while you're doing the pod, look at this."
Oh my God.
And like they turn, whoever it is, all of us here, we're all wifed up, and we turn around and it's our girl. Because they were upset at us because we did something stupid or whatever it wasn't even remotely close. And so Montoya had to sit there and watch his girl get piped down by some other dude, and it absolutely crushed his entire soul. And I haven't seen anyone since maybe Michael Johnson in '88 run so fast from one place to another, dog.
It's one of the
He
greatest
ran-
meltdowns I've ever seen.
And the camera guy too. Big
Oh
props
my
to
God,
the camera guy.
props,
bro,
dude.
because that's heavy, right? That it's a camera. It's lights. It's a mic. It's
just
a whole.
just a camera, probably.
All right, whatever. It's lights. It's a mic. Let's paint a bigger picture here, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's running with all this. He runs to the other island. And he's making a scene. He's just like, "You're doing this for vengeance, por venganza. Me está rompiendo el corazón." You know, because he's from Spain. You know, me el corazón.
Okay.
Lo tengo partido. You know? And then the host lady is saying, "Montoya, por favor, ven pa acá." It was just so dramatic. It was just such a build-up. And then, like, they would cut, and he was running. And then they would cut, and she was getting banged out. And then
The editing.
excellent editing.
just God, just so good, so good. So he finally gets there, and then it's a whole scene, right?
And so what happens?
And so who cares? Whatever
I'm into
drama.
it now.
Yeah, like what else happened?
And that's what
That's how it
captivated
gets you,
everybody.
yeah.
Well, now that I got you going, he gets there, he's screaming. They hear, she jumps out. And she's like, "You don't deserve my love," in Spanish. Like, "Tú no mereces mi amor. Da, 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 eres un perro." Like, all this nonsense. And he's like, "Me la vas a pagar, tú, Anita. Me la vas a pagar." And it's just like a back and forth. And then he runs away. He leaves. And she's like, "Okay, I don't care." And like 3 seconds later, she turns around and she's like, "No te vayas. Montoya, no te vayas."
But she keeps banging this dude out.
And so that was the end of it. And that's what went viral about it, right? And then so now people, and you can't see the show in the United States. It's only in Spain. It's not on Netflix. It's not on any programming here. So people are into it now. So we're kind of just following it through like Twitter and Instagram, TikTok.
That's crazy.
So then later on, boom, another video comes out. She's getting banged out again, my boy. And
Double down.
And now his boys are there with him. And now, imagine, dog, like, You know, we're all here together. You're gonna show love. You're gonna be like, man, brother, like,
Nah,
you know,
but that's an
a whole
executive
thing.
producer saying like, all right,
Yeah,
dog,
all right,
like,
cool, whatever. But don't be so cynical,
Come
dog.
on,
Like,
man.
get into the show. Get into the show.
Okay.
We're trying to paint a picture here.
Yeah,
Okay,
dog.
this
You know,
guy,
so now
man.
she's getting banged out again. He's ripping his shirt off. He's on the sand, laying back.
Okay.
Ah, maldita, me la vas a pagar, para, whatever.
I'm not into it anymore because it's super fake.
Whatever. The point is, City Boys are back up.
Because what does he do now?
He got her back, dog. He got his lick back, my boy. And he banged out another little chick.
And then let me guess, she's doing the same thing back to make it viral.
Yeah, all
again.
this stuff, right? But imagine if, like, you know, maybe they were a couple that went into this, like, reality show that's like, okay, bro, this is not real. We're going to kind of, like, manipulate the situation. But that's still your girl.
Yeah, no, but more than likely they're like maybe friends at best. The reality shows are completely staged. There's
Yo,
nothing.
can you get this guy off on the goddamn mic, bro?
Is that dog? Like what do you want me to say, dog? I know. Look,
Get into it, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, Montoya got cheated on. But here's the thing.
This fucking guy.
yeah,
No,
dog,
like,
you
come
suck,
on.
dog. Honestly,
Neil deGrasse.
yeah. Here we go. Here
we
comes the
go.
rant.
Here
Here
it
comes the
goes.
rant
Here
about
it
how.
goes.
I
Here
used to
goes.
work at a TV show.
And then the
my God,
reality TV
dog.
is produced
Just
for the
produced, and I was
stories,
there,
and you get the views. And okay, go ahead.
I used to work at this TV show, and I remember what the executive producer used to do. They 100% fix the entire thing. They're actors. A lot of times, and that's cool, dog. Like, don't get me wrong, it's funny, but like also it's just like it's.
I ride with Montoya. You're not gonna come into this show, into our pod, and poison Montoya.
Montoya.
Montoya. Estamos contigo, Montoya.
Yeah.
Mi corazón está contigo, Montoya. Por favor. Would you go on a show with your girl?
Yeah, here we
Temptation Island. First off,
Would you go on a show with your girl? Shut the fuck up.
No, but listen to me. First off, I can't do Temptation Island. Why? Because my girl will probably be smashing, and I'm fat and an idiot. So I ain't fucking nothing.
You'll just be there getting drunk.
If she gets me, I can't get her back.
So it'll just be
us,
like
us
her.
in the background, like, oh, don't worry, guys.
Dog, hey.
You'll get this.
Like even if they
like,
bring a
we're
bunch
good,
of fine
dog.
broads, there's no chance.
I'll be like, yo, it's just for the show, brother. Like, it doesn't mean nothing. And he's just sitting there, like, I imagine Gus, like, in
It's
the
fake,
pool,
it's
in the
fake.
pool, just like twiddling his little freaking disgusting little feet, brother, like drinking and listening to Juan Gabriel, like. And then, like, the editor, he's just panning to his girl,
Yeah.
and then it's him, and then it's his girl, and then we're just there, like, dog, it's for the show.
It's for the
And
show.
they're probably not even like doing anything, like. It's
And here's my dumbass. And then they bring like other chicks, like, all right, now's your chance to get
Yeah,
her
now's
back.
your chance.
And all the hot chicks come in, they're like, oh, nah. Like, I'm good.
Like, you kind of got your hopes up, like, okay,
I'm gonna get her back.
I'm gonna get her back, and then they just look at him and they just pop the balloon. They're like,
The minute I walk in,
That's such a good reference.
and now you gotta go home, no money, and your girl
cheated
just
on me.
absolutely cheated on you on live TV
Live
in Spain,
TV.
dog.
Nah, dog, that's crazy.
Gustavo, por favor. Can you imagine? He tries to take off. He destroys his ankle with his little baby ankles, dog.
For
he tries
sure,
to take
for
off.
sure.
He just falls over. He has sand all over it. You know when
Yeah.
you fall in sand and
Yeah.
you just have sand.
Just a layer of sand on him.
Me la vas a pagar. Gustavo, por favor.
Yeah, no, I'm not making that, dog. I probably wouldn't even do any of those. All those reality shows are fake. Let's keep it a bean.
But they're fun.
I don't
Like
know.
Jersey Shore, that was real. That was real to me.
It's just the flavor of the week, brother.
No,
it's the flavor of the week. It's like talking about the Super Bowl.
What?
Performance.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, it's the flavor of the week.
Yeah, that's why
You
I don't
didn't
even
get
talk
the
about
show,
it. Yeah,
actually.
you didn't get the show.
You didn't get the show.
That's when you know it sucked. Because
You
now
didn't
they have
actually
to
get the show.
justify it, and now it's like, well,
Now, before-
the symbolism, and he had a shirt on that was like a different kind of color.
But you didn't
that
get the show.
You didn't get
But
it
you didn't
because
get the show.
you didn't get the show. You're so dumb. You know it was terrible. Everybody knows it was terrible.
It was a terrible show.
Terrible show. Come on, man.
He shot the bed.
He absolutely shot the bed.
Did he though?
No, listen.
Here we go.
No,
He
listen.
absolutely
All right,
shut
look,
the bed.
all right.
He centered
me
an
give you-
entire Super Bowl performance.
All right, give me your take, and then I'm gonna give you my take. Go ahead.
Okay, a Super Bowl performance, when you get selected, is because you have a legacy. Kendrick Lamar, does he check off that box? Yes, he does, right?
Okay.
So you go out there, and why do you have a legacy? You have a legacy for a certain catalog of songs. So you go on there, and you perform those songs. This guy went on there, and to spite another artist, which is the only reason that he got the job in the first place and why he's hot right now, you played a bunch of random songs just to get to that one song that everybody wanted to hear. That was it. Nobody cared. I guarantee you that you ask all these you didn't get it people what the set list was, and they'll be like, I remember SZA was on, and I remember Serena Crip walking, and then an A minor, and that was the end of it. And that was the end of it. And if you see, there was videos. Look at Gallo. He's not even looking at me, dog. He doesn't even want to look at me, dog.
I'm looking at you.
There's videos of actual, like, people in the stands, and bro, people were like sitting down, like confused, bro. Like, what's going on? Like, just get to your song, Papo. Like, the song, everybody wants to hear it. Like just play that. That's so it was so boring. Even with the good songs that he had, right? It would have been boring. The halftime show has to be a spectacle. You're talking about Lady Gaga jumped off of the building. Rihanna performed while pregnant. Michael Jackson stood up there for 5 minutes not saying a word. It's a Usher absolutely crushed his performance. He did all his songs. He brought out guests. He did this whole thing. You look down, Prince, In the Rain, and now you have Kendrick Lamar.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, with 50 Cent. He had 50 Cent go upside down circa 2003. 20 years later. That's nuts. I can't believe they found a platform to hold that guy at this point that way, dog. Like, and you brought out Kendrick Lamar to do this. On top of the fact that the game was boring, and on top of the fact that I don't know football apparently.
You don't know.
Because Jesus Christ, that was awful.
Awful game.
It was an awful game. Then we had to sit through that halftime show.
Yeah.
And then you know what the worst part about it, and this is how I know that this is all some behind the scenes with Rock Nation and Jay-Z and all these things. I don't know if you saw this, but Rock Nation puts out a tweet, the most watched Super Bowl show of all time with 135 million viewers.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. There was literally a tweet for, I think it was the Usher performance, that they put the same exact thing, and it was 223 million people. Look it up for me, please, Gallo.
No,
Stack.
that's not true.
Literally look it up. That it was a whole thing.
pretty
That
sure
Rock.
it's AI.
Okay,
I don't know if it is or
go on Rock Nation's Twitter and see how they even had to turn off the comments, because everybody was absolutely shitting on them for putting out just bogus stats. It was bogus stats. There's no way. Even with that song that was a mid-ass song, it wouldn't have been the most watched.
That was a fire song, though. Yeah. The
Papo,
song. It
the
wasn't a
song-
fire diss.
It wasn't a fire diss.
Yeah, a fire
Or a
song.
fire song. I don't think it was a fire song.
Yeah. The song was fine.
I don't think it was fire
the
at
song.
all. Outside of A minor, that's it. Tell me another part of that fire song. Sing it to me.
No, I mean, I
Mustard
don't.
on the beat. Beat. What else?
no,
Go ahead.
no.
No, rap it for me. Since it's such a fire song. Go ahead. And hip hop. Go. Go. No, it's such a fire
Just
song.
because I don't know the song
Oh,
verbatim.
just because I don't know the song
That's
verbatim. No,
come on.
no, that's
Look,
dumb.
I was about to agree with you, but like the
Oh,
way
here
you're
we go,
arguing
here
is
we
like
go.
a 4-year-old.
now
Literally.
now you're throwing all these big words at me. I'm gonna take it as
I was-
disrespect. 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah. Kevin Hart, one of his greatest
Oh my
lines
god.
of all
dog.
time.
That entire
that entire
sequence.
interchange.
Yeah.
Here's
Please,
my
I know you're looking at it and you don't want to talk about it.
Here's my take on it. I'm not angry at Kendrick Lamar. I'm not angry at his performance. I thought his performance for a Super Bowl show was iffy at best. Honestly, at best. I thought he had the one good song. I had the damn song was fantastic. I thought his other two songs that he tried to push on there was great, but they weren't Super Bowl worthy songs. The whole performance was lackluster at best, honestly. As I was watching this, and the two things that I take away from this: number one, I think that the biggest thing that messes up this whole entire process is that Kendrick Lamar did exactly what Kendrick Lamar always does, which is symbolism, trying to show up for a stand. He's trying to do the absolute most, and that ultimately plays into the fact that he kept his brand exactly the way you were supposed to keep it. He did exactly what you were doing. It's as if they told you, hey, Mello, DJ at this party, and the party is at Ultra, and you are playing reggaeton and you're playing all this. You are the artist. You're playing exactly the same way that your artist brand is. So it really is not Kendrick Lamar's problem, as I say.
I agree with that.
It's what we spoke about originally, which is the decision to put an artist like Kendrick Lamar on the Super Bowl. And that's who I have a gripe with. And that's what you had said originally. You were like, why would you choose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne? That's my problem. The fact that he went out there with Sam Jackson, he was kind of like repeating this old rhetoric of like, oh, you guys are gangsters. No, don't flail so much. Like, and he's trying to protest and do all that kind of stuff. It's like, brother, this is the Super Bowl, right? The Super Bowl, okay, you use that one stage, the one opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to talk about things like that. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about all of the symbols that you want to do. It's still, was it a good show or was it not a bad show? If you were trying to take a knee like Colin Kaepernick to put highlights on police brutality, if you were out there trying to raise your fist at the Olympics to talk about inequality and races, that conversation was had. If you were killing the CEO of the health insurance of United so that we could talk about that stuff afterwards, which we're no longer talking about, then that is what we're talking about. But at the end of the day, what we're talking about was it a good performance or not? Nobody's talking about all the political symbolism that you talked about. But that ultimately boils down to the decision that someone made
Jay-Z.
to say, brother, I want Kendrick Lamar to be here rather than a Drake or a Lil Wayne or something like that.
It should have been Wayne. You think about all the artists he would have brought out,
bro. Whatever it is, but I'm look. At the end of the day, his performance was meh, and the reason why it was meh was because at the end of the day, like, this isn't a stage for that. Did you use that stage and you did all that? Cool, awesome. Go to his concert, but like, you have to bring out artists that have a generational catalog that are going to cater to the masses, because this is a 22-minute segment where regularly they're 15 minutes long, the halves or whatever. You're catering to 300 or what is it? How many people saw the it was like 27 million people watch the Super Bowl. How much was it?
More.
No, I don't know. I gotta look that up.
It was definitely more. It's in the 9 figures.
Okay, so whatever it was, millions of people, brother. You are there to entertain the masses. Now, did you choose an artist that absolutely did what he always does? That's on brand for what he did? Of course. And whatever, Kendrick Lamar, that's his decision to do that. But was it a good show objectively, whether you like the symbolism or not? No, it was not a good show. But that boils down to who chose to have that on, like, chose that artist. It's like if I came out with a comedian and it's like Bill Maher and I put him to do like the Faith Festival of Jesus 2025. He's gonna talk about the exact opposite.
Or like the Trump thing, remember, with the comedian?
Exactly. Exactly. It's like Tony Hinchcliffe coming out and he's gonna talk about horrendous things and he's gonna make funny jokes and they're all gonna be super insensitive.
And I also said the same thing. I said there's a time and a place. That's not the time and the place.
That's not the time and the place. Yeah. And so Kendrick Lamar's performance was lackluster at best. He's not the artist you would put there. Did he do it on brand? Great. But I can't blame Kendrick Lamar. He's going to take that opportunity, put all the symbolism, put all his protests, everything that he wants to talk about, and at the end play his one banger that's super popular right now. Okay, Kendrick, do you. I can't be mad at you. I'm mad at the people who chose him to be there.
I agree.
Because that's really what it is.
Yeah, I can't disagree there. You said it. I said it from
literally. That's what you're taking. And I sat here in this chair and I defended. I was like, nah, bro, he's gonna do his thing. But he also has a bunch of bangers.
He could have also still put on a good performance.
There's a reason for that.
Here we go. The Glazer over
it's
here.
Not a Glazer. It's just fucking facts. You fucking Mongo.
Let's go,
bro.
Man,
Glazer. All right, Jay Glazer over here, dog.
Man, he's upset. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's put up the glaze cam.
Glaze cam.
It's just the facts. Okay. So he doesn't have the masters to those old songs. Yeah, of course he would have fucking done all those songs. But now it's more of a business move.
So you're saying the drop and Give Me 50 disc was for real?
What's the drop and Give Me 50?
That every song that he puts out, like, he has to give like half of like the earnings to like somebody else because he doesn't own his rights or whatever.
for TDE.
So that was real.
So basically, it was like all his other songs, like Good Kid, Mad City, that would have been all under like the
With
TDE umbrella. Now with his new company, PG Lang, he wants to recoup all that money.
Okay, so I'll ask you this.
So wait, he couldn't play it, or he just
chose not to because he'd be getting 10% of that. I think.
But you don't
like
get
10%.
like you get a certain fee to play the halftime show.
No, you do it for
you don't
free.
get money.
You don't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter. So what are you saying? I don't understand.
For the streaming.
Yeah.
So
Once you play the show, the streams that happen after the show because of what you played skyrocket.
Okay, let's look at the streams for those songs that he performed and see how
Maybe
they
they're
skyrocketed.
Yeah, they probably.
skyrocketed. Literally, Drake put out an album and it crushed all those numbers.
How do you know that? Do you have
Because it
those
came
numbers?
out already. Yeah, it came out already.
On Twitter? Oh, that's interesting.
No,
I didn't know.
I think it was Apple Music dropped it or something like that. It was the most streamed album or song or like whatever from Drake, and he dropped another mid album. In my opinion,
I don't care about any of that.
But no,
I don't. I'm not gonna pin one person to the other because I'm Team Drake or Team. I don't care.
No, it don't matter. I'm just saying that these are
objectively
facts, though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
but I'm saying like okay, yeah, but it's also facts that Bad Bunny came out with an album. Like, who cares what?
No,
Drake
I'm talking
did
about
as
the
opposed-
numbers. I'm talking about
Yeah,
numbers
but that's what I'm
wise.
saying. If I understand that if he actually wanted to get paid off this shit and he's only going to pay 10%, I'm not going to pay all the hits. But then again, if you really think about it, regardless of who gets played, if you want to make the most banger, mid-time show or halftime show, why not play it? Even if you only get paid 10%.
That's what I'm saying, but it's because to me, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I have the wrong expectations, but the halftime show is about a legacy artist with legacy music. If Michael Jackson went out there and he performed, and because he just put out an album, he's not gonna do nothing from Thriller. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
bro, that's dumb. Yeah. Lady Gaga, Usher. Imagine Usher came out and was like, nah, I want you guys to stream my newer
You're
stuff.
right, 100%.
It doesn't make any sense,
Bro.
I'm sorry, you can't defend that.
I hate when I and I don't hate it, but like let's say for instance we have like an artist that comes on like Tiny Desk. And they start playing like, I'm gonna play like 2 songs off the new album that just came out, like whatever. Like, okay, cool, but also play some bangers.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, like that's what we're here, bro. Like, okay, cool. I'll listen to your 1 song, your 2 songs. Okay, cool.
Just out of like, because you're a
Gucci.
legendary artist, dude.
But
Why
also
not?
play a little like sexy love sounds or whatever, future sex love sounds,
Well, that's
whatever.
Justin Timberlake. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah,
thought you
what's
were
when
talking
I,
about
yeah.
Usher.
Like so, like at the end of the day, play something like that. Play me a little.
Sácale la teta a Janet Jackson. Do something.
Do something. But look,
He
bro.
should have sacado la teta a SZA.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have saved it. I would have been like,
or take out Serena Williams.
yeah, take our tit. Like, that's
disgusting.
Yeah, no, maybe not. But just for the sake of like entertainment, right? Because honestly, Janet Jackson's tit also wasn't really all that either.
Yeah.
But just for the sake
It
of
was an old tit.
It was
at
an
that
old
point.
tit. Yeah, and
She
so
was
was
like-
Serena's tit. It would have been old.
Nah, Janet Jackson was like that was like a 40-year-old tit.
Yeah, it wasn't a good tit, but it was.
A 40-year-old tit is crazy.
That tit was 40
Some would
years
say
old.
diabolical.
Yeah, but yeah, it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's the people who chose him. It was a bad call. Like for better or for worse, if you would have played that at a concert, Gucci. But the halftime show, you got to entertain people, bro. And that was not an entertainment performance. Objectively speaking, okay, did you see it afterwards and you caught a bunch of symbolism like the game over, the PlayStation game, bro? I guarantee you, the minute it turned off, for all those people that want to get all technical about it, the minute the thing turned off, did you see any of that? What could you give me that exact breakout? No, you had to watch that like 3 or 4 times, brother. Don't get so deep. This is a halftime show. They're getting blown out. Bring me back, brother.
Yeah,
bring me back,
Save
brother.
us.
You know what I mean?
I
Bring
think
out
it might
Lil Wayne.
also, in all fairness, it might have made it worse that the game was just so bad, too.
Bro, it was
that had a lot.
That was
dude.
really
I was
bad,
sitting
bro.
in my Airbnb watching this with Ben, and I remember sitting there looking at this and being like, "Oh man, like this is just." I'm bored, bro. Like this is not good. He's like, and
And then this guy comes, yeah, exactly.
And I'm
then,
just like, bro. And then like Sam Jackson comes out. He's like, oh, you're acting too ghetto. You're acting too like. And I'm just like, oh, what is going on here, brother? Like, it's the halftime show, brother. Give me Coldplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bring out.
I know you're gay.
You listen to Coldplay.
Yeah, bring out Wonderwall. Bring out. bring out
Bring out Creed with the flying guy.
Yeah. Or
What a banger, dog. With arms wide open.
Come on, bro.
you know what would have been gangster if he would have brought out Drake and did Poetic Justice.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
that would've been
saying?
raw.
Hype it up, dog. Do something, brother. I do not want to see symbolism in the halftime show. If you want to do it, Gucci. But at the end of the day, it's the people who put him there because he did his thing. He did the on-brand Kendrick Lamar thing that he was supposed to do. And at the end of the day, he is an artist for the people that listen to him and break things down.
He's not really even an artist for the people.
He is, bro. He's a lyricist. He's an artist, and he's like that. But is he a mass-producing kind of guy? No.
This guy did songs with Maroon 5, Taylor Swift. Like, you're not.
cares,
You're
bro?
not. You're.
So what?
Because
bro,
because if you want to be on brand, you don't do that. That's not his
Who
thing. Oh, he's for
cares?
the culture. He's for this. You don't do that.
It doesn't
You don't-
matter. At
No,
that
I'm
point-
just saying if you want to get technical about it, I didn't mind it. I don't care. That's fine. That's cool. If you want to do it, like get your bread, get your get
Yeah,
your numbers up.
that's what he's
But
doing it
don't
for.
also sit there and say I'm for the culture, but you're also doing those things.
well, because he's doing Taylor Swift songs. He's not for the culture. That doesn't make any sense.
No, because you're saying he's on brand with the for the
No,
culture.
but I'm saying but that's his brand. That's what he does. He does
that's
all
what
that
I'm saying.
stuff.
So then.
Yeah, but like you could do that, bro. Like this is a global 2024. I can't judge him because he does a song with Taylor Swift.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get that technical,
Nah, you can't be like gangsta either. This isn't immortal technique, dog. You know what I mean? Like that's
Immortal
crazy.
Technique.
Like
Dance with the Devil is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That's you can't. You
which
can't,
is a
like,
true story.
Yeah. Come on, dog. That's
Who's Immortal Technique? That's a video game.
yeah.
Immortal-
That's exactly right.
What?
That's exactly right.
Is that a? Never heard of him.
Huh? Who? Huh? What?
You can't get that crazy. But like at the end of the day, like he did what he was supposed to, and at the end, it's the people who put him in that situation that made the foul decision.
Gallo loved it.
No, I didn't think it was good either. And I'm such a Kendrick Glazer. Oh my
You
god.
are Kendrick Lamar. He's upset.
Glaze
You got upset.
cam.
Glaze
Can
cam.
we? Man, I wish you could replay him just popping off.
Can you
Dog.
take
Popping off.
me higher?
He never curses, and he dropped 2 F-bombs.
Which
to beat.
so true. Back
crazy,
to back, dog.
crazy. I haven't even seen him get this upset when we talk about our porn addiction.
Nah.
Which back
Back to that.
number 8,
Who was number 8?
Gianna Michaels.
Gianna
I
Michaels
think
is what- yeah, he said.
She's also
Yeah.
in my Mount Rushmore of hottest tits on porn. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
So you guys have that in common.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
I think the fattest ass that you liked in porn, Sarah J. Is what
Sarah
he said.
J.
Is what
that
he said,
was
no?
juxtaposed to Havana Ginger.
Yeah, that too.
You're running out already of names. You're running out of names.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna
Oh,
research.
Pablo, next week we're coming. We're coming and we're coming strong.
We're going hard, dog.
Show you going hard.
Yeah, that we're coming strong.
We're going hard. No pause.
So that's it. What's up?
All right.
Are we
yeah,
done?
that's it. That's
We
it. How
done
long
for
have we
the
been on
day?
this?
An hour.
All right, cool.
That's not
All right.
bad, man.
All right. Anyway, catch us in the next one.
Yeah, no. Think of names. We want to change the name.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Okay, what
let's
what
move a
rebrand
couple
it?
that
Why
we
don't
have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why
let's
don't
go over that. Yeah,
go
we
round the
had-
ring.
So I was thinking about, we're the boys crew, you know. I was thinking about back to the Man Show. Remember the Man
The
Show?
Man Show, man.
Yeah, so we're kind of like that, but, that's already taken. So give it a little South Florida flair. The Meng Show. you
The
know?
Ming Show. I like the Ming
Meng
Show.
That show is kind of weird because nobody's gonna know what the hell.
No,
that
but
is.
it doesn't have to be the name. It has to guide us
Yeah.
to
Right,
the
yeah.
promised land.
You know which one I like that you guys did? The three
The three
the Three Compas podcast.
Okay.
I really
I
like
like that
that
too.
one. I really like
like
But
that.
that would be
one
like
too.
super Spanish. All the people that enjoyed Kendrick's symbolism wouldn't.
Right,
wouldn't
right.
apply.
They would understand that. But I don't really think we have Kendrick
Glazers.
Mello?
I had the Binge podcast or the Bender podcast.
Those are terrible.
I thought they were so good, bro. I thought it was so good.
That's that's the Kendrick Lamar's performance.
Yeah.
That's the Kendrick Lamar of podcast names.
That's a crazy. You know how his performance was whack? That he was cognizant of the fact that the people only wanted to listen to that one
Yeah.
song, so he teased,
teased it.
in the beginning.
So cringe.
What a bum.
What a bum.
What a bum.
Team Jerry, go Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Jerry Hive.
Jerry
Hive.
It's the one guy. Though.
Yeah.
Like, whoever that guy.
whoever
I
that
don't know
guy
who
is.
that guy
We hate
is.
There's
you.
like 2 of them now.
Now
There's
there's
two?
2.
Yeah.
No.
And that's how it is. It's a disease.
It spreads.
It spreads.
It's
brother.
like they know it bothers us, so
Yeah.
So they
that
know.
actually,
Double
I
down.
get like Gallo with Kendrick when they like, I
Right.
read those comments. I don't even reply.
Right.
I like to like reply, like even if it's a negative comment, like, oh man, I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
I don't even reply. I don't acknowledge that, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah, no, I
weird.
don't like it. Shout out to the Strong 16 though.
Strada Strong 16. We'll catch you guys next week.
Dale.
Dale.